Second Renaissance is a two-part short film that basically explains how the Matrix was built in the first place by the machines, and why the machines were invented, why there was a war between machines and humans, etc. So it's all set way before the first Matrix film. In the mid-21st century, humanity falls victim to its vanity and corruption. They develop artificial intelligence and soon build an entire race of sentient AI robots to serve them. Many of the robots are domestic servants meant to interact with humans, so they are built in man's own image. With increasing numbers of people released from all labour, much of the human population has become slothful, conceited and corrupt. Despite this, the machines were content with serving humanity. The relationship between humans and machines changes in the year 2090, when a domestic android is threatened by its owner. The android, named B166ER, kills the owner, his pets, and a mechanic instructed to deactivate the robot, the first ever incident of an artificially intelligent machine killing a human. B166ER is arrested and put on trial, but justifies the crime as self-defense, stating that it simply did not want to die. The prosecution argues that machines are not entitled to the same rights as human beings, and that human beings have a right to destroy their property, while the defense urges the listener not to repeat history and to judge B166ER as a human and not a machine. B166ER loses the court case and is destroyed. Across the industrialized world, mass civil disturbances erupt when robots, along with their human supporters and sympathizers, rise in protest. Rioting and protests such as the Million Machine March unfold across the United States, and the authorities use deadly force against the machines and their human supporters. Fearing a robot rebellion as well as a schism with humanity, governments across the world destroy all the robots and purge their human supporters. However, some robots escape destruction because humans still want or need them. The surviving robots leave in a mass exodus and build their own new nation in the cradle of civilization, Mesopotamia. They name their new nation 01, a reference to 01, the numbers used in binary notation. 01 prospers, and the machines begin to produce efficient, highly advanced artificial intelligence that finds itself in all facets of global consumer products, which further bolsters the fledgling nation's economy, while the human nation's economies suffer severely. The United Nations Security Council calls an emergency meeting at the UN headquarters in New York City to discuss an embargo and military blockade of 01. 01 sends 2 ambassadors to the UN to request the admission of their state to the United Nations to peacefully solve the crisis, but their application is rejected and the world's nation agree to start the blockade of 01. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you are a Matrix fan and you want to recap all of the information about the trilogy and the games and the AniMatrix and generally everything to do with the Matrix story, then subscribe to Jam Punch because I'm releasing a new video every single week. My name is George, this is Jam Punch, and I'll see you next time.